I don't know you, you don't know me. My life hasn't been so easy. Where I am today is not where I was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was in your shoes. I grew up in Michigan, a little town north of Grand Rapids. Everybody knew my dad. Dad worked a lot, was never really around, but he was a hippie. Likes to party. And that's the life that I thought that I wanted. So that's the life that I pursued. I was a little gangbanger. Crew for life, no matter what. When I was 16 years old, my parents picked up and moved to Florida. I was still in high school, so I decided to stay there. And that's where God put me with a Christian family. Life became a lot easier there. But as all of us, we walked away at one point in time. I went to college for a couple years. Really stuck with God side by side for years. But when I found out that I wasn't 100% clear of His vision for me, I got mad. I moved to Florida with my dad. At that time, the rest of the family had gone their separate ways, but me and Dad, we were just hanging out, partying, put God on the back shelf, and being selfish and did what I wanted to do. I've always smoked weed once in a while, like in high school, it'd be, here or there. Found God, walked away, but got back on the back shelf again. I wasn't really worried about partying, so I was smoking weed every single day. Weed turned into ecstasy, crystal meth. Crack cocaine almost killed me. My dad retired and started touring the country. He was never home. I had a full-time job, so all I had to do was pay the electric and water, and I would sit there and smoke crack. Day in, day out. I dropped down to 180 pounds. I still didn't need God. Forget God. I get myself off crack, so I picked up and moved to Kentucky. Left everything I knew down in Florida. I ain't touched crack in 7 years. No. That does not mean I've been clean for 7 years. The devil has put many traps in my way. I moved to Kentucky, and 6 months later I started smoking weed again. Didn't go anything else, because I was like, Father, I know if I go into something else, it's just going to turn into another addiction. I'm not going that route. Had no idea that the medication that the doctor would give me would become an addiction. Had to have back surgery. And that put me right back into the game again. Who wants to buy some pills? Who wants to sell some pills? And next thing you know, a year later, I'm addicted. Never really faced detox before. Not off pills. Detox off crack is one thing. You get through the first couple of days, but with pills, your detox lasts weeks. Wow. Not who I am today. Not who I am today. But that addiction caused me to make some poor decisions. Those poor decisions turned into felonies. And those felonies, I was facing 20 years. So right there, I said, God, I thought I could do it on my own. I didn't need you. I got myself off crack cocaine, but I never needed you, God. Until now. Now I'm facing 20 years. Lord, I don't know what your plan is, but use me, whether it's behind bars or out in the streets. God, just hold me like we used to. Took domestic violence classes, substance abuse classes, chemical dependency classes, parenting classes, all before I went to court. Showed the courts that I was clean for so long, I held down a job. Still facing 20 years. So they made me an offer, and I ended up doing 45 days. 45 days in county and 5 years probation. I'm halfway through my probation. Not who I was. See, here in Scott County, we have a community who is dying from addiction to pills, to crime, to money, pornography, sex, all right here in Scott County. There's only one person who could change all this. Jesus Christ came to save my life. We're all created equal. No matter your sex, your color, your agenda, your attitude, we're all the same. The only difference between me and you is I've been washed in the blood. I don't make the poor decisions that I used to. Rewind. I don't make as many poor decisions as I used to. I want my life to resonate God through me. So you're sitting there watching this video, you're talking about addiction. All I hear is addiction. Yeah, that was me. And a lot of you watching this is you. Anything that smells good, that feels good, that tastes good. Some of you, it's money. But a lot of you, it's drugs. And you're going to do whatever it takes to get what you want. God demands more of each and every one of us. See, what you don't understand is, well, me using drugs doesn't have anything to do with God. Yes, it does. It has a whole lot to do with it. Because you're not following God. You're going to steal, you're going to lie, you're going to do whatever you can to get what you want. Maybe you haven't even hit that point yet. Maybe you're still just an occasional user. I don't lie, I don't steal, I buy my own drugs. Okay, good for you. But what you don't understand is the very first breath that you took, you became unworthy. All of us have fallen short of the glory of God. Every single one of us. He knows everything there is to know. There ain't no hiding from God. There's no shutting off the light. There's no going into the other room. For the atheist out there, don't let another man's actions determine your eternity. It's been scientifically proven. Our mathematics does not lie. Our map upon our feet says He'll make it so our feet will not slip off His path. His path. Who are we to judge each other? Who are we to even judge ourselves? For we have not the understanding that He has. I mean, dude made planets. We're worried about how to get through the next hour. That's not who I am today. See, all that's been washed away by the blood of the Lamb. I'm married now, hold a full-time job, 2 beautiful kids that I've been blessed with. I love my church family. My church family has helped me become who I am. We hold meetings at church for people who have addictions, and God bless you, Jerry Chisholm. God bless you. There's a lot of us out here who suffer There's a lot of pain in Scott County. No, that pain is always going to be there, but God is never going to give us more than we can handle. So the pain can just fade away. You take that burden away, but we have to know how to give it to Him. So that's why I am here, sitting right here in front of you, telling you my story. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm ashamed of who I was. But who I was made me who I am today, to show you all things are possible. We can remove a mountain. You know, Moses separated the sea, the Red Sea, so they could walk right through it. That power lives here today. No addiction, no forces of evil can come against us. So I sit here and I pray that you're going to do your part. That you're going to step up and say, you know, this man's right. I haven't been living right. I lied to my wife last night. No, I stole that $20 out of that drawer. It doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We're all unworthy. There's only one. My God, He deserves more. He demands more. Therefore, I am reborn.